like something's just not right. I don't feel comfortable. I've done this many times before, and I think that something's up here. So I ditched it, like in the canned food.
Yeah.
They said that they found your buddy's CD that he ditched in the canned food. We were gonna get him. And so I was right, and I failed.
Yeah, they can't get you for.
Well, they're gonna ask you if you have anything, but I wouldn't have anything on right because I didn't steal it. I left it there. But then it was at that point I said, "This is just stupid. I didn't want that CD. I'm a thief."
Once you're 18, 19, that's a serious thing.
Oh yeah.
It's like
It's a misdemeanor, but it's still It's a bad deal.
how about your saying thief?
I gave it up. Then, wait a minute. Did you say I gave it up?
Yeah.
I meant I gave it up from the retail outlet because then I was working at Z93, a Cumulus station nowadays, up in Saginaw, and at the time it was near Midland, Michigan, in a double-wide modular home, and you could get in any door easily with a credit card. And the boss kept his door locked, and stuff was missing because of. So I've got back then the record companies used to send tons of like box sets, CDs, and I would take them from his office. And one day, and he trusted me. He said, "Man, there's a thief here." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "So what I'm gonna do is he's telling you, so I have a voice activated tape recorder. I'm gonna put it here and I'm gonna catch who's doing it." And I go, "Good." So it turns out that.
Why does he think the thief is going to talk to himself while he's stealing?
Well, he thought that was potential, but what had happened was I knew who was there, but you know who didn't? The overnight guy, Doug Bond, and Tucker went in there, and while alone was talking to himself. And he actually not only got caught, but he was saying something about like the guy's wife, because there's like a picture of his wife and kid. Look at that fat chick. He's like saying something terrible. So
yeah, if you say that, they'll definitely think that you're the one stealing it.
So he ended up saying, "Hey, Doug, man, I know you're a thief. I know you took our stuff. I know you hate my wife, or you said something bad about my wife, and you're fired. Get out." And I'm like, "Yeah, don't come back."
Why do you think he trust you?
Yeah, I have no idea.
You don't have like a trustworthy face.
I just don't know why you think that's the problem. You think that's why I've always said,
I feel like Eric I can trust. I will tell him I'm going to catch the thief.
Julius, judge a book by its cover. You don't have a trustworthy face.
It seems like everyone went through like a stealing phase.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a little bit my parents got yelled at me.
Out on the heels of the last time I threw the phone number out and the success we had about someone who has a similar relationship with their daughter. Again, I mean, why not go back to the well with this very active participant audience that we have?
How do people not want to tell us what
I
they
have
stole?
no idea. I've never seen a more lackluster effort from an audience at all at any one point in any years. In 31 years in the radio, I got more calls on a 10-watt station in Warren, Michigan, playing rap records than what we get here.
It's probably like requesting stuff though, right?
Yeah, it's just remarkable. 800-7, that's not going to stop me. 800-785-1073. Talk about your illustrious career as a former thief.
Maybe people are confused because you don't say 1-800. Maybe they're just punching in 800.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe they can't figure out phones. 1-800-785-1073. I'm only mildly annoyed at that because I'm so dumb. I don't bank on it anymore. I plan around that type of scenario. But if you do feel so inclined, I mean, what does it matter? We're just out here every day trying to do a radio show. If you want to contribute to it, you're more than welcome to. 800-785-1073. Coming up when no one calls, we wouldn't play audio from a St. Petersburg, Florida mayoral debate. There's on vacation unless something absurd happened. You can hear what happened next.
Ridge Avenue is open, 6 Mile and 7 Mile, and being closed overnight for several hours. No detours necessary there. Probably in the process of final moments of clearing on 37 and 17 Mile. The crash there. Remember, Welty Street is closed between Eastern and Diamond Avenues until
truth and use it to your advantage at Signature Investigations Group, online at signatureInvestigationsgroup.com.
What does your perfect summer look like? Grilling out, trips to the lake, or how about camping at your favorite spot? Well, wouldn't it be great to ditch your glasses or contacts so you can enjoy all these summertime activities? Well, I have great news for you. The LASIK summer sale is here. Grand Rapids Ophthalmology is offering $600 off LASIK this summer. Now until Labor Day, you heard me right, $600 off LASIK, plus take advantage of 0% financing for 24 months. Grand Rapids Ophthalmology is your trusted choice for LASIK. Their team uses the most advanced technology for laser vision correction, and they are the only doctors in Greater Grand Rapids performing LASIK in an accredited surgery center. Now is your perfect time for LASIK. Hurry in to take advantage of $600 off from Grand Rapids Ophthalmology, the LASIK experts. Don't delay. Schedule your free calling 774.
Family and friends, then come check out